What is good, everybody? How you guys doing? You guys doing good? I hope that everybody's having a lovely Friday. Hell yeah! Happy Friday, everybody! Actual Friday, right now, eh? So yeah, happy Friday, Bunk. Happy Friday, Bunk. The Bunkinator in the chat. The Bunkilicious in the chat, eh? How's you doing, Bunk, eh? Welcome in, eh? Yeah, happy Friday, everybody! I am having a lovely Friday, and I hope that you guys are having one too. Hold on, let me go to the big screen. Here we go. Hello, everybody! How you guys doing? You guys doing good? Hopefully you guys are. Yeah, real Friday, that is actually like pretty wild. That do be true. That do be very true. I'm trying to do the same thing that Midnight Underground does, of me being like, hey, yo, guys, what's up? And whatever, eh? Yo, there he is, Yeah, here I am, man. But yeah, hopefully we can, get a Midnight Underground stream soon, I miss him. And I'm sure that he misses us as well, I believe he's on a trip right now. Well, I don't know if it is like a work trip, or if it is, he's just gonna see a concert. I believe he was gonna be, doing something related to work. I don't know, but people nowadays have been, traveling around the world for like, concerts and whatever, You have to turn a big metal on the little lathe today. Ooh. So my arm is covered in burns now, man. You gotta wear protection. Whenever you're asked, yo, did you bring protection? You gotta bring your gloves, or whatever. Maybe that's another kind of protection, but we're not talking about that. Yeah, you do be missing the midnight streams. Yeah, he will be back definitely. Yeah, I believe he's gonna be back around the next week, I believe, but I don't know how late or how early next week is gonna be, back. But yeah, sure enough, let him know that we miss him. You definitely let him know. By the way, I'm drinking this is the little treat that I was talking about in Starless servers. This is a marzipan frappuccino. And yeah, I just decided to get a little treat for myself, and I got a marzipan frappuccino. It do be pretty good. Whatever is this song, I don't know the song. Let me check another song. My song, Ooh, Yeah, sure, let's go with that. But yeah, I decided to, since today is Friday in California, since today is Friday, and I recently got my holiday bonus, on my workplace. I decided, why don't I just, buy something nice for myself? And I decided to just buy a marzipan, frappuccino, and let me see if I can actually like show you guys without, messing everything up. And some Chinese food. Check this out. Check all of this, everybody. I cannot really angle it because obviously, but I have some Chinese food. That's so rad, yeah, and it's so good. It is nice that Chinese food. It is not expensive, and it is very plentiful. So I got my California roll over here, whatever. So I'm gonna give it a chomp, and hopefully you guys won't mind it. If you guys do, well, sucks to be you. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. Gesundheit or whatever you guys say. No, I believe it is a little bit less dangerous of me to do that on screen than off screen, because whenever I do something off screen, I mean, I guess I made it a little bit weirder by looking at you guys. But yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, here we go. I have some good food right now. I have some good food, some good beverages, I got some good games as well, and I got good company. So if you guys are doing anything, for this Friday, yeah, it'd be like that, we all know how that actually like looked, right? I don't have, it is not my fault to look like this, to have this face, right? But it'd be like that. But yeah, sure enough, if you guys are, if you guys don't have any plans for like, today, stick around for the stream and bring a snack, bring a dinner, whatever. Order some takeout. It is a nice day to order some takeout. We're splurging a little bit today on ourselves, and that is really good. Everybody deserves a little treat. Once in a while. But yeah, aside from that, I've been having a really nice day. I mostly rehearsed some music today, and everything is going pretty swell. All things considered. I'm not in the dark when it comes to like the music that we're gonna be playing. At the end of the month, so it's pretty good. And aside from that, it hasn't been that hot recently, which is, I guess, it is a nice rest from the 40+ degrees Celsius that we've been having, in the past couple of weeks, rather. So it's not that bad, It's been pretty chill, as people would often say. Supposedly we're gonna be having another heat wave, at the end of the month. So I don't know. It may get to a point in which we actually, surpass the 50 degrees Celsius. Which I'm kind of biased towards it because I do like, hot water. But I don't know, 50 degrees maybe. I mean, if we break any records, that would be definitely quite cool, eh? So I don't know if you guys like hot weather. I don't know if you guys like cold weather, but each season has its own ups and downs, as people would often say. But I like summer, The summer is magic. It's magic. Oh. As people would often say. Let me get a little bit some more of my Chinese food and see what I can do. I have some fried rice over here. Ooh, fried rice. So let me get that going on, y'all. Let me get that going on camera, because off camera it's a little bit suggestive. They do say that, between the plate and the mouth, a lot of food can, go down. So I guess even it is a little bit suggestive, I do gotta like lean in and, go, oh man. I mean, I guess it would be like that. Let me move this window, man. You gotta keep your streak going on with Giga. I'll be back in a bit. No worries, yeah. In the meantime, I'm gonna be, getting that game going on. And tell Giga that I say hi, by the way. It was so nice of her to actually, like, shout me out. And I feel like that had something to do with you, eh? But yeah, tell Giga that I say hi. And I hope that she's having a lovely, lovely Friday. Anyways, let me get that game going on. And hopefully, everything is gonna be alright. Eh? So let me see what I can do. Was I playing this with Dolphin? Yes, I was. I gotta remember which, programs I was, gonna be using. The programs. Let me see. I often forget that I do have a ROM of Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, which is it is an interesting game, to say the least. It is an experience, an experience that doesn't take longer than an hour. How much did that Rolex set you back? An hour. I love Scottish memes, My favorite Scottish meme of all time, is the one of the guy that goes, "Your stick's not even touching the ground, man." That one. That one is really funny. Eh? How much did that Rolex set you back? An hour. That is amazing. You guys know how that goes. Anyways, let's get that game going on, y'all. Let's get that game going on. I gotta center my camera a little bit more, which is something that supposedly it can do automatically, but you know how it goes. And the game is over here. So here we go. I gotta remember that we're playing the second disc rather than the first one, because I did that mistake before and nothing bad happened. But come on, it's a little bit embarrassing, to say the least. Hopefully the game has audio. Hopefully. But it is something that we'll only gotta know until we know it. And the answer is yes, it is. There we go. Okay, now that that is out of any doubt, there he is, Albert Whiskas. I love the fact that unanimously we have kinda agreed that he kind of looks like a cat. He has cat ears and eyes. Well, cat ears not so much. Maybe I don't know. He can if he wants to. But cat eyes, yeah, he has those cat eyes, going on, which is pretty funny, as people would often say. And what were we doing? We were playing as Chris, as I recall, and I think we were gonna do something, but I completely forgot what we were gonna do. Oh man, wasn't I supposed to look this up, before the stream? I don't know. I guess we're gonna be rolling around. This happened, on my previous stream of this game as well. When I was doing another playthrough, I remember that I was stuck in this section because 1, I didn't know what to do. 2, I couldn't remember what to do. 3, Bazinga. And rinse and repeat. But I do believe that I do gotta put the jewel in the portrait of one of the people. I don't know if I need the jewel that is in the tiger statue. Maybe I should just put it back, because it kind of was like that in the OG, Resident Evil. So I don't know. I'm not here. I'm quite surprised that didn't get me. I love the sound of beep 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 beep. It kind of sounds like birds. The other night and the night before that, I saw 3 women, and those 3 women were walking down the street. And then I stopped and yelled at them, "Hey, 3 women, what are you doing down there? There's nothing down there on that road." And then they flew away because all I saw was some birds. Yeah. If you guys have not watched that video, you guys need to watch it. I believe it's called My Dad Tells a Story or something like that. Where is the place that I gotta go to? I honestly do not remember where Claire was. I feel like I have an idea, but if only I could live out of ideas. But technically speaking, I do, because I'm a musician. But not much that I can do here actually. I believe I have already gathered everything. When it comes to the remake of this game, I kind of wonder if this stream happens before the remake comes out. By the way, not right before, right before it, but way before it. I kind of wonder how they're gonna improve upon the navigation system in the remake, because when the map already tells you you missed this thing on this room. Hey, this room has stuff that you haven't really finished, exploring. I kind of wonder how they're gonna improve that. I mean, you don't really gotta reinvent the wheel if it already works. If it works, it works. But I feel like it could be something cool that maybe they could do. So let's see. I don't remember anything that I gotta do. I only remember that, this painting has an indentation. But only that, The picture of things and their father. 3 weird holes open. They are at the boy's finger, the man's ear, and the girl's bosom. Bosom. There we go. That didn't do anything, eh? But I mean, I also have this. The wrong button. I also have this, the socket. This appears to be some kind of socket. Oh wait, I think I know what I gotta do. Come by. Yippee. Square valve. Goddamn. Yeah, I shouldn't have gotten or brought with me the jewel from the tiger. Yeah, it's just another thing that I gotta carry around. I gotta get the Biohazard symbol ASAP. Also, speaking about, now that I'm in this room, I don't know if I'm gonna do a knife only run of Alexia, Could be fun, but let's hope that I do remember, you know, to bring my own thing. Wow, look at this. And this is the only wing that we didn't grab. You know, the last wing. Where do we put him? I don't know. But you know, we're eventually gonna figure out where we gotta put things. I like the skybox in this place. It looks cozy. Now, I don't exactly remember where the square hole is. Josh, where's the door hole? But it should be around here. I kind of wonder if it is, you know, around here. Highly doubt it, but you know, it's gonna do it. What can I do? I've been thinking about you. The electricity, wow, the electricity is flowing. What can I? I'm gonna bring the 3 wings with me because I kind of feel like I need them. I don't even know why I need the Luger thing. I haven't really found any place in which I gotta use it, and more than anything, I don't think you gotta examine it. But you know, who am I to judge? This room is frozen, like the movie. See, hopefully none of these things are gonna like resuscitate them, you know, be spooky. I love how surprised that cat looks. It looks like, you know, like what? Nothing much more that I can do here actually. It seems that room, you know, has that actual room, to say it somehow, but we cannot really go there. Which kind of make me wonder that, you know, there's bound to be places in the remake that we're not gonna be able to like go in to or whatever. So pretty understandable, all things considered. Maybe the square crank wasn't the one, not actually where the crane is, but it is around here somewhere. I search, and I found what the wall. I don't remember what it is. Let me eat a little bit more of my Chinese food. Here we go. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Anytime now. I'm just waiting for it at this point. Haha. Got you. There you go. What a waste of bullets. I imagine that you can definitely like run out of bullets again just by messing it up. But yeah, it was my fault, you know. Yum 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 yum. Marzipan Frappuccino, my favorite. Well, you know, little by little it is becoming my favorite. I gotta be honest. It has a nice texture to it. Let us drain the water. Yeah, Chris, work it out. And now we can go down, Hopefully we won't die. I got nothing, I got this. What could this be? I got the cranky, here we go, Oh, come on, that kind of sucks, dude. Ow. 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 Well, that is no bueno, as people would often say. As Sonic would often say. That is no good. I know that technically speaking, I could have just run, you know, for my life. You know, what's the fun in that, you know? My street cred would, you know, go low if I do that. Man, I didn't get to bring the fire extinguisher. That kinda sucks. You know, it'd be what it be. And now that I got that, if I remember correctly, the crane thing it was around here, maybe? Maybe? I also kind of wonder how many hunters are in this place. I don't think they have like an infinite amount of hunters, but you know, for gameplay's sake, I imagine that they do, which is kind of funny. Hallelujah! Not over here. I'm still wondering myself where I need the wings. Not the wings, those like, you know, the wings like W-I-N-X, but the wings. Let's see. Do I even have anything to cure my illness, which is the sickness of my brain? I don't know. Getting down with the sickness, getting down with the sickness. Above my belt to me. I don't have anything else that may be powerful. Even this thing's the automatic rifle. Luger replica. I guess I could bring my handgun just in case. Question mark. Guess other than that, I don't know what to do. Let's see. Let me just save just in case. I have like a million save ingredients, so you know, nothing too much to worry about. SR. Still run, eh? Still red? I have like 420 bullets, that's so nice. It is really funny, if you really think about it. Okay, let's see. Could the crane be over here? Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. It wasn't indeed here. But it is somewhere, you know. Need a little bit more of my Chinese food. Eh? Here I go. Eh? You guys ready for some crunch? There you go. Man, vegetables are so nice. I know that any kid would hear me and, you know, freak out, but not, you know, vegetables are so nice. Capra, how you doing? Welcome in. How you doing? Hello. You to be lurking. No worries, have a nice lurk. Have a nice one. And I hope that you get to enjoy your Friday. Be keepy. So, okay. Now I gotta see where the crane was, because now that I gotten the key for it, I gotta now know exactly where to go. Eh? Well, I'm glad that that did not count for me getting scanned or whatever. Oh, come on. Not gonna deal with this. That guy may as well just be dead when I come back. He better be, eh? And here we go! You guys ready for the big speeder? Or the Nosferatu? I don't even know which one is gonna be. But it's gonna be one of them. In fact, I don't even think I need to fight the spider to begin with. The Nosferatu.
Who could have done this?
That guy is dead. I wonder who did it, eh?
That is how I dispose of insignificant bugs, said the spider to the fly. How do you wish to die?
Sorry for anybody that has, you know, gets icky by seeing somebody, you know, eat, but you know. Yeah, boys gotta eat it. Maybe I shouldn't, you know, get too close to the camera when I do that. Look at the big speeder, yo. What would you guys do if you had a pet like that? Yeah, whatever you say, buddy, whatever you say. I don't even remember what the thing is. But it's around somewhere. What do we get? We get the Alexander Spears. Goddamn, goddamn. Try to get me, eh? I don't even know where it is, eh? But it is around somewhere. Get me. I'm about to get up. Get up, get up, get on the floor. Everybody do the big speedore. Is that guy still here? Hopefully not. Oh, they actually just despawn. Well, that's not too bad, you know? That is some good news in my book. So I just brought my entire arsenal for nothing. I mean, I guess it pays to be over prepared. Now we only gotta get that boom boom boom. We only gotta get the boom boom boom. We gotta get Alexia's boom boom boom. we gotta get Alexia's pendant, I believe. Boom boom boom. What do you mean there's no need to use now? Let me check it out. It appears the jewel portion can be removed. Yes. There you go. Metal portion has been removed. And you have obtained Alexander's jewel. Okay. Wing object. It appears to be a dragonfly's wings. It seems to be a part of something. This kinda doesn't tell me anything. Well, more than anything, it doesn't tell me that I gotta remember where the thing is. Is that an object? It is. Got some combat knife. I don't know if I'm gonna need it or not. I better just bring it. I also kind of wonder how much ammunition does the spider take. Like I said, I'm not gonna kill it, but you know, kind of curious. Here we go. Okay, now, as far as I remember, could there be something, you know, hidden inside of here? No, just the little ponies, just going there and going here and going there. One would think there's something in the water, but no. Or maybe there is. I'm just in a silly billy. I just don't remember where to put the wings, or if there's a way to begin with. Because this takes me back to the other side. I don't know. Let's see. Resident Evil. Called Veronica. Fake fan, eh? Wings object. Where do I get those wing objects? Scared and Resident Evil Code Veronica. Yes, purpose. These wings attach a dragonfly object in order to make the golden. Yeah. Oh, that's way after. Well, yeah, sure, but where can I put the dragonfly object, or where is it? The key item Resident Evil, it is to be combined with the 4 wing objects. Oh, there's 4 of them. Jesus, really? Nobody panic, Bunk is back. Hell yeah, Bunkinator of all the Bunkinators, man. The Bunkurets. Bunkurets. Well, that's Bunkurets, not Bunkurets. But you know, it's essentially the same thing. Ain't that right, little kitty? The little kid is looking at me, just asking what exactly am I saying, and why am I saying it. He's kind of asking why I'm talking and not just, you know, giving him food 24/7. Right. And I don't know where to go. I do believe, you know, there's nothing in here that I could do. There's just a fire, and that fire I cannot extinguish it because I don't have a fire extinguisher. Claire is the one that has it, but not me. Eh? Hold on, let me eat a little bit. I'm kind of starting to wonder if I should just, you know, hide my camera whenever I eat something. But maybe not. If there's anybody who needs to suffer by seeing somebody else, you know, eat, then suffer. Okay. Look at this spider. Hello. Oh, I thought that he was gonna corner me. Jesus Christ! I'm glad that I didn't. I guess I could go here. My cat is just sitting with, you know, not eating, but you know, just being playful. It's a playful boy. There's a Spanish joke about, you know, figuring out the gender of a cat. It doesn't really work in English because you guys don't have like gender, like, you know, words. So it's kind of funny. And I bother some people, but I don't really mind. Yeah, you know, we eating, we like to eat. Fun. You know, funnily enough, there's people who don't like to be seen eating. You know, there's people who absolutely, you know, get squirmish at the idea of somebody else seeing them eat. So, you know, I'm quite the direct opposite, I guess. I just don't mind it. Not that I relish on it, but you know, I just don't mind it. Also, isn't this room kind of useless? As it was, there's nothing in this room. Or is it? Bam, cue the buying, the Bezos. Yeah, not Bezos, you know, Bezos and Bezos are, you know, two different things. Pretty good, both, but you know, pretty different. Could you guys believe me that I don't know where to go? I don't know where to go. Gonna be like that, yeah. I just don't like eating in big groups. Interesting, I did not know that. I kind of wonder why. How do I go? Okay. But to be fair, I don't like being in big groups for anything, Lamar. Yeah, true. That's kind of relatable for real. I don't really mind that, but I'm just, you know, I'm just buying it. But yeah, I can definitely understand why somebody wouldn't like to see anyone else eat. I went to the exact same place. I can understand why some people don't like seeing people eat. I can understand why people don't like to be seeing eaten. And you know, maybe some people who do eat, but like in small groups. I imagine that that may have to do with, you know, the instinct, the instinct, I guess, of you know, oh, I only eat with small groups because, you know, survival instinct or whatever, the tribe, whatever. I can kind of get behind that. I don't know where to go, man. Supposedly there's like 4 wings. I only have 3. And I thought that those were enough. How is a caterpillar, not a caterpillar, a dragonfly supposed to fly with just 3 wings? I don't even know if it is possible for them to just you know, fly with 3 wings. 3 wings. I gotta pronounce my consonants. But it could be like that. Oh no, there's some bumble. I don't know. This handgun doesn't seem to enhance to me. You know, to me. Well, that should be enough. They really gotta use it. It would be really funny if whenever you do click use, you use it on yourself. Which, you know, I guess it, you know, in retrospective, it is not as funny. But you know. Oh. Don't go back up. Well, at least I'm glad that there's no more moths around. Because those kind of suck. So let's say when it comes to the wing object, I don't remember what it is. Wouldn't it be funny if you can actually like soft lock yourself by not grabbing, you know, a key item, man? Yeah, wouldn't that be hilarious? Man? I don't really need this. I mean, I'm gonna have one more item slot here because of this. I just don't remember where to go. I'm kinda glad that Nosferatu is not here anymore to just yell at us. Because that's kinda like, you know, mean. I already used the Halbert Einstein Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And that's just a band. It's my price if I had an inquiry. I don't know, I completely forgot. Where do I gotta go? Bim bim bim. Resident Evil Code Veronica. Because I already put the jewel in the Alfred's jewel. Alfred and the other guy, the father, the jewels. I already put them there. So there's really not much that I can do over there. Don't I? Code Veronica. Remake? No. Walkthrough. It's interesting that, you know, in the era of the 2000s and whatever, people basically, you know, not assume, but they just decided, yo, everything is gonna be a through, like walkthrough, playthrough, full playthrough, whatever. You already have Alexander's Jewel, giant spear, and something you'll need to open 2 spaces or just bring the thingy. Now head through the double doors, go to the stairs, finding a knife at the top. Yeah, grab the combat knife and then go back downstairs. Claire is there. I already cut that. If Claire is poisoned, head back to the room where you found the Magnum. I have not found the Magnum. There will be about 3 zombies in there, so be ready. I recommend taking one of them out. But I don't have the fire extinguisher, or do I? I don't remember having the fire extinguisher. Did I softlock myself, you know, without knowing it? I don't think it is even possible to softlock yourself, you know, this way. Okay, let me check my item box really carefully, because otherwise we might be stuck. The Luger replica may be, you know, used for something. I don't even know why I have it. A replica gun model after the Luger. That's nice correction. It can be used. It cannot be used as a weapon. Where do I put this then? Recommend take one of the mount. Head back to the lift. The serum on the shelf. What's the camera? What about the Luger replica? Luger. Is that how you write it? A Luger? Yeah, it's just a Luger replica. Resident Evil Code Veronica. Luger replica. Yeah, how do I use it? Or where can I use it for? Can I use as a weapon? Its only purpose to unlocking Steve Princess as a playable character in the bonus battle minigame. Probably you keep it in your inventory or item box. Oh, interesting, eh? I didn't know that. Code Veronica. Chris, no fire extinguisher. Okay, this is the fire extinguisher. Clear the empty extinguisher. To get the Magnum later, Claire must store the empty extinguisher in an item box before leaving the Rocco Island. But what if I didn't do it? My fire extinguisher disappeared. I barely left it on the island, but I was pretty sure that I put it in the item box. So I'm currently playing as Chris. I mean, I can't get the Magnum. I found Claire, she needs to see it. For the painting, I need one last jewel. You left the fire extinguisher in the metal detector at the prison. Everybody does at some point. The good news is that the Magnum in this game is kind of sucks anyway. Wow. You'll figure out the serum. And you'll get the jewel. What do you mean that I will figure out the serum? I guess it is nice that there's no backseating, but what do you mean that I will figure out the serum? This is the first time that this has happened to me. Apparently the Magnum is not that good in this game. I don't know. I will take any kind of firepower that I can get, you know. Whenever I can. Let me eat a little bit. Oh man. This bittersweet chicken, I don't even know if it is called a bittersweet chicken, but this Kung Pao chicken, I believe it's called. It's pretty good, I love how mysterious the song eventually just becomes. It's like, every time that I eat on camera, every time that I get close to eat my meal, pretend that I'm a zombie and that I'm eating you guys. From the neck and above, and not from the neck and below. I don't know, do what you want, I'm not your mom. Hey. How do I fast forward with this? Goddamn. And by fast forward I mean, with the emulator, not, that I wanna not see the animation. I just wanna like go brrr. So yeah, no, I don't have the serum. There are lots of chemicals here. I wonder what purpose they were used for. Nothing unusual, he says. Ow. Or... oh man, where's the serum then? There's no other thing that I can do here. Yeah, so much so for, you gotta figure it out yourself, right? I gotta know where the serum is. So let's see. According to the map, according to everything, I thought that I should have gone down there. The fire is. I can get the serum there, but I don't have the fire extinguisher. The serum is in the first floor to the left after the spider with Alexander. Go down the elevator and it will be there on the shelf. Who said, because Veronica is a Ferris beyond my understanding. Hey, that's a little bit mean. But it is not on the shelf, Lots of chemicals, lots of chemicals. Should I have, talk with Claire a little bit more and be like, oh wait, I think you need a serum, and she's gonna be like, yeah, give me the serum. That's another game, Ow. Man, I don't find the fire extinguisher. I have no idea. Let's see. Got Veronica serum. Let's see the serum, Let me check an actual video because I just don't remember. Okay, apparently he has already, given her the serum. I already done that thing. I already gone here. And I for sure have already, done this. Yeah, the good thing is that this guy hasn't actually gotten the serum. But, big question mark. How can I myself, get it? Like apparently this guy just got the thing. Do you have the serum though? Oh, I believe he has it. Oh man, I may have missed something, Hold on. I didn't know that there were like a ton of zombies over there. Although technically speaking, I did dispose of them, which is like pretty funny, eh? Okay. Let me see. Shouldn't the serum be here, eh? Like, did I not get it? Like, did I get it and then I stored it? Or should I do something else? Because apparently the serum should be there, but it is not there anymore. And of course there's no way for Claire to actually like get it. Did I grab it and then I completely forgot that I had the serum? There's no way that, you know, that must have happened. It could happen, you know, but there's no way that this could have happened. Hold on. Okay, so let's see. Apparently that cutscene should be present. You know, whenever I do end up going where Claire is. Like, I think Chris automatically just goes, hey, I have the serum, take it. Or whatever. But I didn't get the serum, you know, as is. Beryllium case, custom combat knife, ink ribbon, green herb, mixed herb. I don't have the serum, and it is not on the shelf. You may be saying, yo, if the serum is not there, then Claire it means that Claire is not poisoned. But I don't think so. Could it actually be like actually be that, you know, the game glitched? It might as well be the case, because goddamn. Okay, let me go talk with Claire, and maybe just maybe, you know, talking with her will actually, you know, trigger the thing. Where is she? Shouldn't she be here? Oh. Okay, no, okay, yeah, sure. Okay, now I remember. I died. No, wait, hold on. I didn't die. I got a power outage before, you know, going to the part, you know. I do remember that I did, you know, liberated her or whatever. I set her free. But when I did that, you know, a little bit later than that, I got a power outage, and that part did not save it. Okay, now it makes sense on why, you know, the serum was just not, you know, appearing. Which I feel like it could be nice to have it, just because. Although I guess that would, you know, jeopardize the big quest of, oh, I gotta save my sister, you know. Yeah, that was the error was behind the, you know, between the controller and the chair. So my bad, everybody. I just be a silly billy like that. I completely went to the wrong place. Goddamn. This only happens in, you know, in the Skooga streams. Skoonga dunga 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 dunga. Here we go, Time to set my sister free. Hey, so sister. Hey. Last night I watched the cat in the Hat, and I wholeheartedly believe that I have not really watched it in, you know, in English just yet, but I wholeheartedly believe that, you know, even without watching it in the original, you know, language, it is sure to be, you know, way funnier in Spanish, or at least that's what I think. There we go.
Claire.
Stop that.
Chris,
Yes.
I missed you so much.
I know. But we have to get out of here.
Not yet.
We already
We have
saw
to
this,
find
but you know,
Steve.
there's no way to
Who's Steve?
skip the cutscene.
He's a boy who escaped from that island with me. But then a monster attacked us and we got separated.
So that means Steve is still somewhere in this base?
I'm sure of it.
Yeah, he's also in base because he's so based. By the way, check out this pepper
Where?
right here. I don't really know if you guys can see the pepper,
I think I've been poisoned.
but I'm gonna eat that pepper right now.
Just hold on. I'll be right back.
Hold on. Give me the pepper. Oh, it's packing a punch. And I wonder what kind of pepper they use in Chinese food, because it's actually like, you know, packing a punch. You can see my muscles are actually like contracting a little bit. Has definitely a nice kick to it. Let me eat a little bit more of my Chinese food. I'm going to the right. Not the right, but the wrong place. The heat is on. It's on the streets. Oh, it went all the way to my ear. That's pretty funny, eh? You guys know what you guys are, you know, having a little bit of an itch, you know, inside of your ear. I kind of feel like that right now. Ooh, that was a nice pepper, eh? For any of you who like, you know, spicy food, eh? You gotta try that out. Just a little bit more. Hold on. And it is so cheeky how, you know, that pepper, you know, is in there, because technically speaking, you are never told that you can get a pepper like that. This is not a present. In your Chinese food, eh? It's only 1, 2 at max, and you know, it's always a surprise whenever it does come to the foreground, eh? But I do appreciate, you know, that spicy kick. That surprise spicy kick in Chinese food. Pretty good, eh? This is the place? No. This is not the place. I think I know where it may be. I didn't get poisoned, did I? And the answer is no, which is pretty nice. I'm glad that the hunters, you know, are, you know, finally they finally ran out. Here we go. Time for the serum. This is what I was, you know, not afraid of, but you know, kind of expecting it. Oh, I tried it. Oh, come on, I wasn't pushing the right button. Eh? Could you aim a little bit better, Cred, eh? Here we go. Catapling, cataploon. Oh, I love the zombie sound there. Maybe he doesn't really know how to use a bow gun. That's pretty bad. There you go. I'm still not at the orange caution, which is really funny. I kind of wonder how I'm gonna deal with Alexia without the Mac. Oh, I didn't mean to go Go back down. Oh, I'm getting the hiccups now. That's how you know the pepper was extra spicy. Eh? It doesn't last like a minute or whatever, but you know when it kicks, it kicks. That's pretty good. Let's see. What else? Now that I have the serum, let me give it to my sister. And my sister. Here we go. I probably should say before, you know? You never know what you're gonna find, so... Let's see what I can do. High voltage. Danger, danger. When we touch, when we kiss. Okay, I have the serum. Now, let me bring my... Well, I'm kind of screwed if I bring my handgun bullets. Because otherwise, you know, Chris is gonna be the one who brings it. But if I do not do that... I now realize that I may not have enough healing to take on... On Steve, maybe. Maybe if I do the... I don't even remember how to do the speedrunning streak. The speedrunning trick. There we go. Let me see what I can do. And I'm thinking of my possibilities. Because sure enough, if I do bring this, I gotta live with just, you know, bow and arrows, and I don't really have much of those. I guess I could bring this, but I don't know how good of a good idea that would be. How much of a good idea that is. Okay, then and only then I can do this. Yes. It's just let me say, I'm kind of aware of, you know, the horrors that await me. But as I said, I'm no speedrunner. I'm no hit runner. I'm no one hit wonder. I'm not Stevie Wonder. So I cannot really do that. I do remember that I did do a knife only Alexia, you know, in my last the last time that I did play called Veronica. I don't want to be stuck in just one, you know, one boss for the eternity of this stream. But you know, I went the wrong way. Goddamn. Oh yeah, I was saying, I did watch Cat in the Hat yesterday. And it is just as fun as I remember it being. I know that recently there has been, you know, a trend of, you know, clips from the Cat in the Hat. You know, with, you know, Boyd music or whatever, like scary, like text and whatever. So I guess that kind of brings a little bit more attention to it.
Claire.
I do hope that, you know, more people
take
can
care
get
of
to
you
watch
now.
the Cat in the Hat. It is not as bad as people say it is. Yeah.
Feeling better?
Thanks to you. Just like a big brother, huh? You're always looking out for your little sister.
But you know,
It's Alexia!
she's ruined the moment now.
Alexia? There really is an Alexia?
It is almost time, you genetically inferior siblings.
I'm glad that she didn't, you know, decide to just, you
I
know,
know where Steve is.
Let's go.
turn things into her own manner. Well, that kind of sucks. Oh, my brain. Pretty swell of it to just, you know, go there and, you know, do that, man. I also kind of wonder if I could just, you know, go back and get the Magnum
Chris!
with Chris. I don't even know if it is possible. No, Chris.
Just go. I'll be fine.
But Chris...
You've got to save Steve. Go!
Oh, Chris, that is some wishful thinking you got, you know, you got going on right there. Save Steve. I don't say this because I don't want to save him, but you know, I have some stuff. I'm in danger. Haha, I'm in danger. Which kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. Let me see. Yeah, I had the fire extinguisher right then and there. Could there please be something that I can use to heal myself? Please. Hopefully so. Hopefully so. I do remember there being some herbs that I could, you know, very much. Here we go. Ask and you shall receive, said the Brobble. I better go check the Brobble. I didn't know it was okay to eat those guys. Can I even enter here? I can't go back. I must save Steve. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, and then consume. Here we go. I mean, I do have the rifle, so I might just use that anyway. And let me put this over here. Here we go. Let me put this over here. Here we go. I may need to actually not use this thing because I may end up dying. Give me that. And aside from that, I obviously gotta save it. And I also need healing and healing and healing. There we go. Oh wait, I cannot save, can I? I don't think I can. Oops. Oops, 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 and record. Oops. That is a bad omen. If I do that with Steve, I die in real life. So you're saying that I can push this? Maybe I can. Ow! That is not good. More than anything, that's kind of rude, isn't it? I mean, if not, then what else can I do? Would you look at that? Things that I don't need. Locked from the other side. I'm glad that I didn't use that one. Ow. There we go. At least that took care of that. Might need to end up going back anyway, you know. Oh, come on. Don't tell me that took, you know, like 10% of it. We go then. There we go. He's not gonna be a bother anymore. Not gonna be a bother anymore. Who wants to be a bother anymore? That reminds me of the song of, you know, the homonymous video called "Who Wants to Gnaw on Human Bones," which is just a supposedly cursed video of somebody just, you know, on a motley kind of, you know, kind of, you know, like, you know, like a suit. There we go. And they just vibing to the song, that goes, which is extra funny to me, at least to me. I didn't know that you could go here. I kind of wonder what I'm gonna find. Probably death and destruction. Security lock is active. This may be where I can go to Steve or with Steve. If I die, I gotta, you know, make all of this again and again. The iron grate is closed. I can't open it. I don't even know why you would want to do that. Because no more Mr. Nice Guy. The iron grate is closed. I cannot open it. Well, what you can open is the doors to my heart. Emergency evacuation elevator. Interesting. Anything that I may want to do over here? Yeah, this is where you fight Alexia, you know, at the end of the thing, yeah. It would be so cool if I get the shot out, you know, on the first try. That would be so dreamy. I mean, I imagine that speedrunners have, you know, developed a way to actually, like, do it, probably. I'm glad that didn't kill me, eh? Security file. The Alfred family's most important secret is kept at this lab. As a safety precaution, I have installed a self-destruct device in the control room and have placed the activation code inside the computer. Once imputed, all doors locks will be released to provide easy access to escape routes. By using the elevator that directly connects to the hangar, one should be able to escape from the lab easily. Please remember that I have used the name of my beautiful ancestor for the activation code. Glory to Atotska. Glory to the Ashfords. Alexander Ashford. There's a handle. Yeah, let me turn on the handle. There it is. I'm glad that didn't kill me, eh? Wrong button, eh? Something clicked. I don't even know what that may be. I'm glad that, you know, the people did not, you know, go up. I don't even know if I'm gonna be needing the bowgun anymore. But I'm glad that I'm getting stuff, you know. That this guy is not alive to tell a tale. You guys ready to see Steve? Steve Buscemi? I really hope that three airspace is gonna be enough, you know, because otherwise I'm gonna cry. I know that there's a speed running way to do that thing and do the thing, but I don't remember how to do it, and I'm not gonna risk it. Here we go. Uh-oh, eh. Hopefully, yeah, 3 airspace is gonna be enough.
Steve?
Oh, Claire.
That's my name, baby. Don't waste it. Eh?
No, I can't do it. Who did this to you?
That crazy woman told me she was gonna perform the same experiment on me that she did on her own father.
So you mean
She's
the crazy
completely
woman walking
insane.
down this lab? Oh, that sound, eh?
What's wrong?
Uh-oh.
Claire! Can't breathe! Claire! Help me! Claire!
I mean, at that point, just start running, you know? I gotta see if I remember how to do it. Hold on, eh?
No, wait!
Or should I just leg it, eh? I think I'm just gonna leg it, eh? I just don't remember how to do it, eh? Yeah, big whoop. Or should I do it, eh? Let me see. Let me check if I can actually like do it. Ah! I ran the wrong way. I went to the wrong way, eh? I got stuck on a wall, eh? Nope. That's an insta game over, yeah. If you actually like get stuck here, you're dead, eh? Ooh. Never mind. Well, actually. Here I go. Whoop, 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 whoop. Gonna get me, man. Okay, I did the trick. But I did it wrong, eh? But in the end, I managed to do it anyway. Yeah, that's the only way that you can actually, you know, do this portion of the game without any damage. I'm glad that in the end I did remember, but I, you know, kind of watched it a little bit. But I didn't die, eh? Uh-oh. Oh no. Good damn it. Man, we have a Beauty and the Beast situation right now. Eh? And then he becomes normal again. Could you imagine how painful the transformation must be? Eh?
You're warm.
Steve.
Well, yeah, I'm alive. What were you expecting, man?
In there. Okay? My brother's come to save us. We're getting out of here.
Your brother kept his promise. I'm sorry, I cannot.
What?
What do you
What
mean?
are you saying?
I'm glad that I met you. I love you, Claire.
But then his hair stays the same, by the way, you know? Hair physics, you know?
Steve? Steve?
How dramatic do you guys think that, you know, they're gonna make this scene in the remake? I feel like it can have a little bit more impact, you know? It already has some impact, you know? I can't imagine that there's gonna have more. Also, now that I think about it, does this mean that I go straight to the Alexia fight without saving it? I think I do.
I found you, Alexia.
There he is! Alfred Whiskas.
You're responsible for the creation of the T Veronica virus.
What are you, the police or something?
The only existing sample is in your body.
In your
I
body.
want it now.
Oh, what? Eh? Excuse me, eh?
You are not worthy of its power!
Hey, do you guys remember the Sailor Moon transformations? Eh? You're about to see something similar, but more messed up, eh? Not the choker. Eh? Well, it's more so less than a choker, but I guess it can. There she is. Check this out. By the way, this scene is changed in the X version. In here, Wesker actually like puts off a fight. In the original, he just kind of runs away.
You're coming with me.
This is just watching it menacingly. Got her. Uh-oh.
Chris! Wesker. Chris, since you're one of my best men, I'll let you handle this.
You kind of have to think about it, eh? But I don't even remember how to, or how many bullets I actually like need for to kill her. Because I'm just gonna use this instead. Oh, don't insta kill me, eh? Whoa. Uh-oh, I ran out of bullets. You sure you don't want to discuss it over tea, eh? Ah, whoa. Here we go, eh? I really just not, in speaking terms anymore, eh? Or we are, eh? Because, this is about we, not about me, eh? Ah, whoa. That is bad. That is really bad, eh? Yeah, no, that is exceptionally bad, eh? Oh man, I could have maybe, gotten out of there, but I kind of trapped myself. Yeah, let's go all the way back, where Claire was actually. Unless there's like a checkpoint. There's a checkpoint. That is very generous of him, actually, eh? I've already seen that. I was, I know that I played this game before, but taking into account how rare of an occasion this is, they actually give you a checkpoint then. I mean, I'm kind of screwing myself over again, eh? You got it. Oh, did I get her? Yeah, I got her. Here we go. Man, if I had a knife, I'm sure that I could have, done a one, well, not even 1 HP, like, knife run or whatever. There she is! Ah! So spooky, eh? Okay, now that I have the what should I call it? The fire extinguisher, let me go and get it, eh? If you ain't got it, then go and get it. Because, having the Magnum sounds nice. And I definitely like nice things. As people would often say. Oh, I don't need this anymore, but I'm glad that I did decide to bring this with me. Claire has the rest of the bow gun thingy. But I mean, it's not like she's gonna need the handgun anymore. I guess I can use the custom handgun. Even if I need to bring this with me anymore. And by anymore I mean this. Let me get the fire extinguisher and then I can go get stuff. I definitely hope that there's not gonna be like zombies, in that area, because it would be really bad. I like this gun. It's pretty good. Pretty neat, pretty little neat gun. You just go and then people, people will be like, whoa, and then stuff die. The end. But we're really close to the ending. I may just keep on going until I just finish this game, you know? We're that close to the end. Even though I don't really know, you know, how much it'll take me to actually finish the game, but you know. I believe it is achievable within the next 2 hours. So let's go, everybody. Let's go. We finish this tonight. Let me get the fire extinguished. Here we go. Ah, the sound effects, eh? Here is the extinguishment. What a name, the extinguishment. Sounds like sandwich, you know, the sandwichy one. Whatever that may be. Ow. Wrong button, eh? There you go. Sure, it appears that the loads are collected here. The loads, you say. I gotta be careful with that. That doesn't look good. Nothing left, so he says. Missiles are lined up. I wonder what they plan to use them for. Gee, I wonder. Oh wait, I could have. Oh, I forgot about that. I could have used the, you know, the lockpick for. It's supposed to be said here, an explosive. What you mean? Can I not just use an explosive myself? Eh? I don't know if this is gonna be a good idea, but here I go. And I'm glad that was not the case, eh? Well, since this thing is like, you know, heat sensitive, I have a lighter. Yeah. An explosive is it? Yeah. I don't have an explosive, man. Oh well, maybe I do. Are you sure you want to stand like right next to the missiles where a bomb is, you know, detonating it? Hang on bullets like those. There's nothing else. What about the Magnum, eh? There's your Magnum, eh? Oh, can I not move this? I kind of wonder. There's bound to be a way for me to move this. I mean, unless I'm missing something. There's nothing left, 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 there's nothing left. Oh, here's the thing, actually. Lamai. I gotta take the Magnum. And then I get an achievement. I don't even know if I can get anything else, you know, for that. I don't even know if you can get, you know, Magnum rounds. Okay, now that that is done, you know, done and dirty and done and dusted, we can finally go back. Thing is, let me just use this instead. I'm definitely gonna need way more healing in Alexia's fight. I don't even know if the healing that I have is enough. But like I said, it depends on how smooth it goes. Okay, so here we go. Now that I have that going on, let me save. I imagine that, you know, I have everything that I need when it comes to the thing. I don't even know if I need to use the what am I call it? The what should I call it? The wings anymore? Maybe I do. I don't know. Give me that. Gotta get that boom, boom, boom. Definitely don't need this like right out of the bat, I think. And if I do, then oops. Alright. We've done it, everybody. Our 30th save of the run. Can we go? Can we push for 40? Yeah. Where to go, guys? Push for 40. Yeah. Here we go. I imagine that she must have dropped the jewel. So if that's the case, then you know, don't mind if I do that. I even wonder if the wing things are optional. I don't believe so. You know, the game had an exception. Yes, ignore this exception. And now that that has been done, wasn't there? Oh yeah, the jewel was in a right at right left to me, right or left? Right left to me. Well, now it is right. Ain't that right? It is right. Here we go. Because the jewel portion can be removed. Take the jewel, yes. The metal, the metal. I did not know if I did mention this, but I did watch Tenacious D's movies. Tenacious D's Nazla. A month ago, I believe. It was the first time that I've ever watched that movie. It was pretty good. Pretty entertaining. I hear the Sombam. Oh, poor Sombamos, they just go ooh like that. Because there's Sombamos be like that, yeah? Let's see the center of operation. Goddamn. What do we have here? We have a file. Code Veronica report. After many long years of research, I finally identified the inheritance element that administers the intelligence of man. I even succeeded in manipulating the absolute value of intelligence artificially by recomposing the base alignment of the element. Wow. I then sampled the gene of our great ancestor, manipulated its elements, then implanted it into the unfertilized egg of a surrogate mother. What I didn't expect was that twins, a boy and a girl, were born. The boy had higher intelligence than normal, but not high enough for him to be considered a genius. However, the girl had unmatched intelligence that easily allowed her to be classified as a genius. She was exactly what I had been looking for, the revival of our great ancestor. I already determined their names, the girl's name Alexia, and the boy named Alfred. I'm certain that Alexia will elevate the name of the Ashford family to extreme glory. Alexander Ashford. Goddamn, mysterious chat moment, really. Some sort of control panel. Well, goddamn. Nothing here, nothing there, nothing everywhere. Was there anything else in here? Yes. Some potted plants. Wouldn't have mind that a red and a green. Let's go down. What do we have here? We have death and destruction. I can open this with my hands. What you mean? There's a button on the panel. Push the button, Crunk. God damn. Well, I'm glad that I did bring the wings with me. Fly on the wings of love. There appears to be some sort of control panel. What do we have here? Bullets. Now that we done that, we can put the wings. I forgot where that song is from. I've unlocked the door. Where to though? Figure it out. Oh, this place. This place, right? Okay, I'm glad that I can, just go back there. Before I do though, let me investigate the rest of the place. I'm sure that there's bound to be something cool that I probably missed it. Oh. Bullets. But I'm glad that he's there. Oh, his head, not his head. Oh, come on, There you go. I probably should reload, you know. Man, your fine condition doesn't last long in this game. I guess it's kind of fine, but you know. The enemy, That was fast. No more surprises, please. This kind of looks like the one on the mansion. Well, technically speaking, this is the mansion, but you know, the other mansion. Look from the other side. Who could have known? Can I move this? I kind of wonder. Nothing that I can move. But I can enter here, so that is a plus. I hope that I won't fight like a hunter or whatever. Dun, dun, dun. There's nothing useful in here. Just an ink ribbon, nothing useful. It's a portrait of a beautiful woman, the master of the Asher family, Veronica. What happens if I say her name 3 times, you know, in front of the mirror? That is a mystery to us all. Sterile room key. Doesn't look that sterile to me. Can I use this? Because first aid spray, I like those. Shotgun shells, don't mind if I do. Kinda glad that I didn't use my shotgun shells, you know. Now I have more. But I don't have any inventory now, so oops. I do have a way to go there though. So everybody wins, everybody wins. We just take the, well, not even the scenic route. I guess in the end I'm glad that I did take care of those tentacles, for Chris. I don't know if those are gonna come back, hopefully not, because it'll be a pain and a half. Here we go. I also forgot about this. What could this be used for? There's only one way to figure this out. Oh. I need more stuff. Hold on. Well, technically speaking, I need less stuff. I'm gonna give you this. I'm probably gonna save this for later. Well, I could have still saved my progress. Well, never mind. Don't really need this right now. And I still need my chori gown. My chori gown. Shotgun. Machine gun. Sometimes whenever I do say shotgun, I'm torn between choosing if I want to say it like the Metal Slug guy or like the guy from Time Crisis. Time Crisis. 3, 4, 2, 1. Let's go. I mean, it's either one or the other. I'm probably gonna leave this thing here. There we go. Now give me my chow gun. My shotgun. My Sharona. That is what I'm gonna have, the my Sharona song. I just don't forget that I have food on my table there. Which shouldn't be the case, you know? There's a lot of people that don't have that luxury. So I shouldn't be, you know, forgetting about that. And now that that has been done, let me get whatever I may need to get. Sure, why not? Let me save. There's nothing useful here. You're wrong, Chris. You're wrong. This is why nobody likes you. Actually, no. We all love Chris. Man, I didn't mean to override that save, but you know. Please tell me that I did not use it. I did not use it. Actually, it isn't used until you actually save. That's pretty good. Yeah, everybody loves Chris. Some people do not like him, you know, past Resident Evil 5. Which I guess it's understandable, but you know. He's still doing his thing, you know. Ooh, more herbs. Before I do that, however, let me see what I can have. Some gorgeous finishings here. There's nothing useful in here. God damn. I mean, there's a bed. The sphere has been removed. There really is nothing in here. Beam, 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 beam. This must be used to hang clothes on it. I mean, one would say, why wouldn't they use a hanger? But you know, it kind of helps keep the shape, you know, in the fabric. Kind of look like bullets, but I may be wrong. I may be wrong. Beam, beam, beam. Can I open this up? I will lock the door. I just stopped the music. DJ. The reverb has been removed. Any reason on why I needed to do that? Maybe the other one open? Possibly, perhaps. What do they know? So there wasn't no real reason for me to be here? Question mark? I just don't remember. I guess it's kind of understandable, you know? Now there must be something in here. Hold on. Before I do that, let me just get them herbs. And let me get that one. Let me get that boom boom boom. Let me get that boom boom boom. Let me come on. There we go. A balanced combination, green and green, which is, you know, the combination of whatever I had at the moment. So I mean, I guess if there actually was something, I could just, you know, get the thing. The blue sapphire has been removed. Could this sapphire be the one from the tiger's eye? Possibly. Because I cannot really figure out if there's any other jewel that we could use. The red ruby. Well, I mean, I have the sterile room key. Although I don't really know where that may be. Excuse me, eh? Grace? You're right, eh? Uh-oh, I did not pause this myself, I saw it. Pause. And then continue, eh? Oh man, my game got frozen, eh? Well, that kinda sucks. But I'm glad that I did save, you know. Very much close to where I was. That sucks. Let me reset the emulator. Oh, it doesn't even want to reset itself, man. How cursed. Yeah, let me just do that, and then do this. Don't let the panic sink in. And we're back in business, everybody. I don't know, the game just froze, huh? It's kind of funky. No debug code, no nothing, eh? Just frozen, eh? The movie, eh? Which I guess it's kind of funky, you know, by itself. Eh? I kind of wonder, am I rendering this game at 4K as is? I believe I am, actually. Vulcan enhancements, I am running this at 8 and then anisotropic. Let me see if I can, you know. Let me see if I can have this going on a little bit, you know, higher. So that you can actually see the game a little bit better. I'm gonna try and run it on 4K and see what happens, you know. Maybe the game not gonna be liking that, but you know. Who am I to judge? Here we go. Eh?
Resident Evil.
Reminiscible. Although it's a little bit cheeky of me to just, you know, crank up the resolution of the game, eh? Right as we're gonna, you know, finish it. Yeah, no, I needed to use the other one. Eh? I don't want to have it on default. I just want to go back to the title screen. Eh? Okay, here we go again. Reset. And does it be like that? Eh? But yeah, now the game is gonna be running. Well, it's gonna be running, yeah, at 4K supposedly, with more anisotropic filtering, whatever and whatever. You know, I have the computer to do so. I don't even know why I haven't done it until now. I guess it just be like that. Reminiscible. Reminiscible. Okay, what is it that I brought, you know, to myself and for myself? Let's see. Well, I'm still gonna grab these herbs. I know that there may not be a good reason to do so, but I'm still gonna do it. And here we go. Off we go. And now that I know that I technically don't need that, let me see if I can go where Claire is. We may be able to devise something, you know, good for the future of this game and my playthrough and whatnot. Man, I love Chinese food, man. How authentic Chinese food is, I don't really know. Don't really ask me that, but you know, the one that we have, I love it, and I love it. I'll put that over here. Then let me probably not have this thing, you know, with me. There we go. There's not like a time limit or time constraint whenever I do get to bring you know, my herbs or whatever, but, you know. Thus, this is a place, man, which I cannot do anything at. But it is nice that they let you go back, you know. It's kind of like, wow, do you remember this? Yeah, check this out. And so that is the case. So far, you know, Friday is going pretty swell. I hope that it is going as swell for you guys. Now I'm just here playing my favorite series of all time, and then I'm just in a bag. And having some Chinese food as well, with a more stiff on frappuccino.
Claire? Is that you, Claire?
Chris?
That is him.
No! The door won't open. Hey, is Steve with you?
Uh-uh.
Steve, he...
Man.
Listen, Claire. We have to get out of here immediately. Can you unlock it from the inside?
No, I can't.
He immediately went for, like, you know, violence, eh?
Chris, there should be a self-destruct system somewhere. If you activate it, all the electronic locks might be deactivated.
How did you know that, man? I read it from this manual. You have to get the security file. God damn. I must save Claire. Security file. Let me check it out. Something seems to be caught inside there. How did you know that? The security guard was among the files. Security guard. Don't mind if I do that. As long as this guy just, you know, don't go out there. I'm gonna be fine, eh? Then again, I don't think this is the place in which I gotta go, eh? But then again, I don't really know where I gotta go. Ah, man. Yeah, this doesn't have anything to do with the place. In an emergency, turn both devices simultaneously. It will release once the charge is complete. I mean, they knew that what they were doing. Yeah? That's why they developed that big ass gun. Emergency evacuation emulator, elevator. It will only work in an emergency. Ah, come on. Just because you asked for it. Got him. The iron grid is closed. Could there really be something that I'm missing? Oh man, should I bother with this guys? But I guess I have no choice, you know. Combine. Oh yeah, shoot at nothing, Chris said. There we go. Could I just, you know, kill this guy just because I don't think I can. I don't even know if I want to. Now, where could that pesky, you know, door that needs a card maybe? I still do not know. Over here, no. But it must be around somewhere. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere, said Knuckles, you know, in the second game. Or maybe the first one, I don't know. No, because the first one is the unknown from me or whatever. And I mean, I'm not even singing or trying to rap the same song anyway, you know. One is the Mushroom Hill song, and the other one is the Knuckles song. Someday I will definitely play, you know, Sonic Adventure. Maybe Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. I have heard that the music is really cool. Electronic microscope. And whatever, you know, that may be. And I'm kinda glad that there's no hunters over here. So if I remember correctly, well, I mean, I do have the biohazard thing anyway. Yeah, I almost went on a dead end because of nothing. Let me see if I can actually open up the biohazard symbol one. Wasn't there like another door that had the biohazard symbol anyway? I don't remember. But here we go, everybody. Here we go. Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here? So this was that protected soups. Protected jewel. Let me see which kind of jewel this may be. Oh yeah, put the jewels back. Yeah, sure, why not? Let me take it back again because I don't even know if it is supposed to be a what should I call it? A sapphire. Check. A large blue sapphire. Yeah, here we go. That's what I needed. That's all you need. I don't even know if I need to go there. But let me go back to where the room with the twins are. The twin room. The twin robot. Fun fact, guys. Do you guys know that if you actually like fought twin robot and then you wait like 7 minutes, like 7.5 minutes, twin robot actually like, you know, loads again, and then you can, you know, just keep on fighting twin robot, and that way that's how you farm them hard containers in Ocarina of Time. It's true. Look it up. I swear. Don't tell Al Capone that I said it. Oh, but Al Capone is the mafioso, not the YouTuber. Hehe. The ruby has been removed. Oh, my bad. I should have put the blue sapphire first, and then I should have gotten the other thing. Which is kind of funky that I did not do it. But, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. There you go. The music box lid is open. Close the music box lid. Why would I want to do that? I kinda get it now, yeah. So I gotta get a red sapphire now, just to get the thing going on. Close the music box lid? No. Yeah, I gotta get the red. So let's see, security card. I don't remember where to put that one. The ruby has been removed. Goddamn. You know, you guys know what kind of I felt a smell of? I kind of felt the smell of the kind of sandwiches that you sometimes just eat on a trip, you know? The kind of ones that have like cheap ham, cheap yellow cheese, and white bread, you know? Like flour bread. I kind of felt the smell of that. But I don't know why. One smell, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Okay, since that gets me over there, where do you use the security card? Evil goes Veronica, security card. Security curado. Cardo. Well, not curado, but cardo. Security card. Using the bus stealth to raise the gate so she can reach Steve. Yeah, sure, why not? In the control room so you can interact with the computer. But where is this control room? That is somewhere. Self-destruct device, Antarctica authorization codes Veronica, but how do I get there? Could you please give me the thing? Because at this point I don't even know. Security room. Red sapphire. Yes, red sapphire. Produced in the music box replica. Okay, location. The tiger statue inside the sterilization room. The program must be cut off in the underground power distribution room. Oh, so that's how you do it. I pity the soul that had to, you know, figure that out by itself. It just be like that, eh? The good thing about us not actually having to, you know, deal with that anymore is the fact that now that we have opened up a way to go on about it. I mean, but even then, I can still supply power, yeah. How about you do it? Whoa, the leprechaun. I may need to bring the blue sapphire now because I don't really know how you're supposed to get the red jewel without, you know, taking the, you know, putting the blue jewel. It might be like that. But even then, we're one step closer to just finishing the game. And that only means that we're gonna have probably something else to play on Fridays, although I don't even know what I would play on Friday. But I'll think about something, you know, I'll think about something. Let me just confirm my theory and see if I'm actually like right about that. Will I be? Will I not be? I don't know. So there's one way to find out. So there's one way to find out. And the answer is a jewel is missing. Time to go back for the jewel. I don't want to like reload the save because it would definitely be very bad if I do so. Maybe I should put a little bit more, a little bit of milk on my frappuccino right here because there's only like whipped cream left. Like this, there's not so much chino in that frappuccino. I don't even know what the etymology of frappuccino may be. What's the frap version of it? It do be frapping for real. With an R, no, not without an R. Frappuccino. Fraternity Uccino. Man, I love Chinese food. Hi, Sushi Girl, how you doing? Welcome in. I shouldn't talk with my mouth full of food. I'm sorry. But yeah, welcome in, Sushi Girl. How you doing? It's been a little bit since Friday, eh? Yeah, how you doing? I hope that you're having a lovely, lovely day. Or lovely, lovely night, technically speaking, you know? Happy Friday, eh? I hope that your Friday is going just as good as mine. Because I do be vibing. You're doing very fine. You're doing very fine. Hell yeah. Never felt better. That's nice to know. That's nice to know. I mean, it is Friday, so, you know, we can only feel good this Friday. Get down, get down. I'm just about to finish this game, by the way. I don't really have much more left of it. But, you know. So happy today. That's nice to know. I'm glad that you're doing very well today. Today should always be a happy day. I gotta bring the power back on. Get down, get down. But yeah, nice to know that your Friday is going, you know, lovely. Mine is going pretty well as well. Eh? I bought some you know, Chinese food, and I also got to drink a marzipan frappuccino. Yeah, I'm happy. This is something that I do notice about myself, you know, back in the day, but I'm almost always happy. Like I'm not just, you know, like, yeah, I'm chill, you know, like I'm okay. I'm almost always happy, you know. And that is a nice thing, you know. Being almost always happy is a nice thing. You know? Of course, I do have emotions and everything, but you know, being happy most of the time, you know, feels pretty nice. Now, I kind of wonder, now that I brought the electricity back, do I take it that the statue has, you know, thrown itself automatically? So now that it has done that, should I just cut the power right then and there? I want to know the secrets. I don't know. I guess it's mostly how you know, my upbringing was, I guess, when I was growing up. I have a lovely and loving family. I was almost always good at at school. I always had good grades. Anything that I try, I am competent at it. So I'm not, like suffering. My health is really good. My immune system is nice. I almost never get sick. I'm big, I'm strong, I guess. I have the will to live. So, all things considered, I'm having a lovely, life. And in turn, that has made me, be happy most of the time. I have good friends, I have good family, I have good, company. I stream, I play games, I eat, good food. I have some nice drinks as well, frappuccinos, water, coffee, water, right? Anything that I could have, asked for. You're very lucky. Thank you. I know that I am, and I'm very happy about that. I hope that more people can, can live the same happiness that I get, and be even happier. I believe that the only thing that I'm left to experience, well, not so much the only thing left to experience in life, but the other thing that would make me like the happiest would, I guess, be rich. One, be rich. Two, get partner on Twitch. I guess, I don't know. And three, compose more music. I need to compose more music. I'm a music composer, and I haven't done so in a good while, but I definitely need to compose more music so that I can, share the happiness with the world. But yeah, in a nutshell, that's why I'm almost always happy. And because it is Friday, oh yeah. Today it's Friday. It's Friday again. It's Saturday, Sunday on. It's Friday again. And Saturday, Sunday. I don't even know how many times well, not so much needed, but I had to go through this exact same pair of doors already. Of doors. Probably a million. Let's see. Gonna take this one, and then also gonna take that one. Big yippee, big yippee. But yeah, what are your Friday plans? Do you have any plans for like Saturday night? Everybody has like something to do on Saturday night. Some people work, some people just party it all night long. I guess I'm just gonna be vibing. I believe I do have a dinner with family tomorrow, because we kind of celebrate each month that my nephew, I guess, no, my cousin, there we go, that my cousin gets to experience for the first time. Got him. I'm so happy because you helped a streamer, you draw for him, and he saw yo, thank you, such a girl, you're amazing, and you're my most loyal followers, and thank you for that. That is amazing. It is actually like pretty cool that he said that, or they said that to you. It's always about the work that somebody puts in on the people that they admire, and that's really cool. That is pretty cool. I'm happy for you, It is always nice to just, have streamers and, friends, potential friends, just be like, hey, you're awesome. I mean, I guess some people got some kind of like, praise kink. I don't mean you or anybody else, but, I imagine that some people, got into a kink of praise, by by the announcer of Dance Dance Revolution, because the announcer of Dance Dance Revolution really glazes up the player, and sometimes it does feel like, you know, he's being like, wow, you're the best, you're amazing, like that, eh? And I guess like some people may have, you know, gotten a kink praise by, you know, just playing Dance Dance Revolution, eh? Which is a funny thought, you know. My friends never see me, so happy to see that they are worried. I don't know why. It'd be like that, yeah. It'd be like that. I have some food. Hold on. I have some fried rice with me. And I gotta put the music thingy over here. The music disc. What do you mean there's no need for that? I guess I gotta be more centered, I guess. There we go. The song, guy. We're gonna be listening to that song in the remake very much, quite a lot. I think it's because I'm the depressed friend, so... Well, I mean, it is always nice to have a W, you know, a win, whenever possible, you know. It is the song, eh? So yeah, that goes to show that not everything in life is bad, you know. Oh, whoa, what's this? A camera angle in this economy? There's nothing useful here. How dare you say that, Chris? Do you guys think... Nah, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Nothing bad is gonna happen in this room, man. Nothing at all, eh? See? Told you guys, there was nothing bad, you know, to worry about, eh? I'm kind of surprised that there was nothing actually. I enjoy life, hell yeah. But my English is going away. It'd be like that, yeah. I imagine that, you know, there's... Well, I don't know if it happened to me, like, at some point. I imagine that it did happen to me. But, you know, there's a set amount of English that some people, you know, can afford to, like, you know, spend on the real world. Which is understandable, you know. You know, I guess the more that you use it, the more that you train your English stamina, I guess. To the point in which, you know, you can possibly just, you know, stream in English, yeah? I know what you mean, yeah. Sometimes, yeah. It'd be like that. I'm spending my English right now. Oh, there you go. Let me check this out. I have a gold dragonfly. A dragonfly object made of jewels and gold. All of the wings are attached. Man, I didn't even know why I need this. Large scratch. I'm just glad that nothing actually, you know, jump at me. I have some herbs. Completely forgot about those. They kind of blend in, you know. Some herbs. I'm sure that there's gonna be like a puzzle in the remake in this room, if they actually like include this room. But if they don't, then I'm gonna be mad. I really hope that, you know, when it comes to this game, I hope that we won't have a Resident Evil 3 situation, you know, Resident Evil 3 remake situation. I really hope that they won't cut anything or anything substantial from the game. Oh, I have some hiccups. I'm sorry. Bleep 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 bleep. Now the question is, where do I put this thing? Oh god, my hiccup, man. I don't even know where I need to put this thing. By the way, how do you learn English? For me, I watch YouTube videos and you learn with that. What about you? Well, I guess it's mostly about exposure, because the more that you are exposed to an environment in which you actually like gotta learn in order to survive, you know, you're gonna learn because you're gonna learn, because otherwise, you know. But I mean, I didn't you know, learn English in such an aggressive, you know, I guess environment. But if you're like exposed to English, you know, say when you're talking to friends or when you're talking to like, you know, streamers that you want to watch, I guess the best way to communicate is by, you know, remembering words that you can type, you know, so that way you don't gotta, you know, go to Google Translate the thing and then copy and paste it, you know. So expose yourself to the language and repeat everything you say like a parrot. That is something that I used to do back in the day. I used to just repeat and repeat and repeat everything that I said until I remembered like phrases and why those phrases were used and set in, you know, in a context, you know. Just repeat everything that you hear. Okay, where do I gotta put the golden thing? The underground power facility. Okay, but what about the golden thing? Golden gold. The golden dragonfly. Because I don't really know what to use this. Dragonfly is a key item on Resident Evil Code Veronica. In the control passageway room. It's used to open the door leading to the control room. I don't even know what that is. Control room passageway. It is over here. I did not even know that it was over there. But okay, I guess we're gonna go there. I'm gonna stay, but I think I'm gonna go sleep soon. Yeah, no worries, Ian. Whenever you gotta go, you gotta go. So it is always nice to just have people here, you know, just saying hi, popping in, and being like, "Hey, you, here I am." So I wholeheartedly appreciate the company, but I also wholeheartedly appreciate you keeping your sleep schedule, you know. I know that I may be streaming for a little bit longer than usual, just because I want to finish this game. I don't want to leave this for like next week because it would be pretty bad. Thank you. Let me turn the power back on. I don't even remember what I gotta go. Although I have an idea. Let me open this up. At this point, I'm just drinking some whipped cream and caramel like sauce. Because I was drinking a marzipan frappuccino a little bit earlier. And I kind of forgot that, you know, my frappuccino had whipped cream. And I was like, maybe if I actually, you know, mixed it in with the frappuccino, I wouldn't be in this predicament then. But you know, it be like that sometimes. It do be like that sometimes. It do be like that. I gotta watch the third season of Smiling Friends. I know that sadly the show got cancelled, you know, but you know, at least I can still watch the third season. To show you the art for the streamer, definitely, yeah. Post it in the server, and let the world see the art every day. I'm sure that it was a nice art. Okay, now that I can go here, let me go over here. I don't even know where I left the thing, but it is in French, so no worries. I mean, as long as the art is pretty, I'm gonna look at it, you know. Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you. Now the question is, should I save? Well, I don't think I can save in this room anymore. But should I be prepared now, or should I just go back? I'm probably gonna wait a little bit until I can do anything and everything. Let me combine. As long as the game, you know, allows me to save and also prepare my inventory, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be a happy camper, as people would often say. I must save Claire, says the guy. It will only work in an emergency, so he says. But you know, this is kind of like an emergency. You gotta save my sister. And my sister. Oh, it's a hollow in the shape of a dragonfly. Here we go. Yep, unlock the door. You guys ready for the last stretch? Because I do. I am. Look at this dude. Oh, that guy also died. Jesus Christ. Poor guy. Look at that dude. Can I even kill it, you know, over here? No. What a shame, what a shame. There's a terminal. Here is the release for the self-destruct system. Use the security card, yes. Self-destroy safety lock release system. Please enter the security code. I wonder which one would that be. There we go. Verification in progress. The security code has been confirmed. The self-destruct safety lock release system has been released. All door locks have been released in order to help expedite the evacuation process.
This facility will detonate in 5 minutes.
Could I have saved before this? Probably.
Unlocked.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No time for that, Goku, eh? Please let me prepare my arsenal, eh?
You made it!
Of course.
Guys, I think I gotta save. I gotta load my save, eh? Yeah, no, I should have prepared myself before this, eh? I have already played this game. I should have known this. Oh, gotta reload my save. There we go. Okay. Before we go any further, let us not do that, eh? Man, I love Chinese food. But yeah, my mistake. I should have known that, you know, we needed to prepare for war. You know, it often be like that. How far away are we from the place we gotta go to? I kind of wonder. I believe I saved it right before yeah, we needed to go, you know, back and forth and so and low. Oh yeah, it was, you know, the past 20 minutes that we spent doing something, scratch that, you know, we gotta do it again, eh? Goddamn. Let me bring my jewel with me, actually, before anything else happens, you know, in the world. In a world where the world is the world. Isn't that the name of the first opening of Death Note, I believe? The world. And I'm glad that I didn't, you know, bring the thing. And if I remember correctly, the other thing is actually like open. So that can only mean one thing. Let me bring my jewel with me. Actually, no, it has been removed. Oh, that kind of sucks. Fair enough, here we go. Oh yeah, I almost forgot the herbs. I'll try to go, you know, as fast as possible through this because... Yeah, I know. I kinda screwed that up, eh? I gotta go over here. If we just right away in the entrance headed for you. Thank you. Thank you for putting the thing over there. I'm gonna check it out after the stream, eh? I love how ominous this song is, like do, 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 like that, eh? Like, sure enough, if you put like a deep piano in the song, it's gonna become like, you know, scary, very scary. Eh? If Michael Jackson, you know, teach us something, is that, you know, this is Thriller night, whatever. Do you guys think that, you know, there was somebody who was, you know, scared of the music video Thriller just enough for them to sue Michael Jackson? I don't think so. Like, you know, oh, your music video actually like brought me nightmares. I cannot sleep anymore. Kind of like that. But I mean, I guess somebody must have been really scared of, you know, the music video Thriller, and even more so of the song, maybe. Yeah. It is kind of interesting how, as funky of a song, you know, Thriller is, it still has some horror elements to it. I kind of like that. I'm a fan of Michael Jackson, I gotta be honest. I'm not really like the biggest fan of Michael Jackson, eh? But, you know, I do like his songs. I like his way of being. As a musician, I would have absolutely loved to collab with him in some way, shape, or form. Maybe play with him, not only necessarily, you know, well, not with him, but, you know, for him, not necessarily with him. You know, just being in the same room as Michael Jackson. You know, imagine that. Yeah, Michael Jackson. Come on, it's not scary. It has the vibe, but it is not, yeah, scary. I mean, I imagine that maybe some kid back in the day must have been like, oh, Michael Jackson, no, that's scary. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Michael Jackson is dead, and I would have loved... That's one of the things, you know, as a musician that I regret. That I kind of regret, even though there's nothing that I could have done about it. But I wish I could have met Michael Jackson, you know. Like, imagine meeting Michael Jackson. Imagine playing with Michael Jackson or playing for Michael Jackson. You know, music. Whoa. Like, imagine being in one of his concerts, not so much as a fan, but, you know, as a musician. That's the kind of thing, you know, as a musician that I will never be able to do because Michael Jackson is not here with us anymore. Yeah, it would be crazy if, you know, if I got to collab with him. Something that I cannot do anymore. Sadly enough. I did not unlock that. But yeah, I do admire Michael Jackson. Mikey Jackson. Let me eat whatever I have left of my Chinese food. Here we go. Eh? Yum, 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 yum. Delicious. 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 I put this thing over here, you know. Yeah, that's how the Thriller, you know, laugh goes. How old would Michael Jackson be if he was still alive? I don't exactly remember, you know, how old he was when he passed away. But I kind of wonder if he could have still done music, you know, even to this day. I believe that he may have been, you know, thrilled, no pun intended, of the music landscape now. Mostly because of the variety and the ease of accessibility that we have now with, you know, Spotify, YouTube Music, you know. I don't really know how he would have reacted to COVID, by the way. I feel like he would have been, if not depressed, I feel like he would have been supportive of, you know, people, you know, maybe, you know, like doing like constant videos or posts about, you know, like, don't let this thing get you down or whatever, you know, trying to cheer up the people. Although it would have broken my heart if he was like a COVID denier. You know? with drug, I think. Yeah. No, but not so much how he died, but how old was he when he died? I don't really know. I have all of my thingies over here. Let me bring these herbs as well. He was kind of young, yeah. He was kind of young. Yeah. But Miniman. Do you guys remember where you guys were when you got the news of Michael Jackson's passing? I remember that I was on my I was in my living room with my family. Like, everybody was watching the TV. I remember that everybody who was, in the house actually, like, was watching the news of Michael Jackson, passing away, and we were like, damn, that kind of sucks. Like, even my grandmother and my grandfather were like, damn, that guy was a good guy. For grandmas and grandpas to say that Michael Jackson was a good person, that's a certified, good person moment. I'm kind of trying to remember where I gotta go now. Let me put the thing in the thing before I do anything else. And by the thing in the thing, I mean, let me put the dragonfly, so that I have one slot less for clutter and one slot more for good things and vibes and whatnots. He was 50 years old. Yeah, he was still young. It has been already like 20 years since then. He would have been like 70 something by now, almost pushing 80s. That's kind of hard to believe. But yeah, he would by now be pushing 80s. We have already seen this. Before I get this thing, let me get the dragonfly. It's kind of crazy. On Hinge, how long ago it was? Yeah. I mean, I definitely wish that he wouldn't have died. But sometimes we cannot get what we want to, and that sucks, With the new Yakuza game, which is technically not a Yakuza game, the one in which Tupac is gonna be present at, I guess it would be kind of funky to see that of them doing that with Michael Jackson. I know that it's gonna be like, how long was that the death of Michael Jackson? When Michael Jackson died. It was almost 20 years ago. I believe he died in 2009, I believe. So we're definitely approaching the 20th anniversary of Michael Jackson's passing, which definitely sucks that he passed away. He died in 2013. I don't know. Wasn't it 2009? I believe it was way before that. Hold on. Mikey Yatson. He passed away on 2009. Yeah, the 25th of June, on 2009. So yeah, we are slowly approaching the 20th anniversary of his passing. Goddamn. He would, by that time he would be like 70 years old. Oh no, yeah, he's pushing the 70s now. Yeah, but no worries, no worries. I may not need the handgun anymore. I do need the shotgun though. And even though I wanna save, let me leave this thing over here. Let me put this over here. let me bring my Magnum. Yeah, I need my Magnum. My Magnum Opus. And then I also need these things. I don't really know if I'm gonna need this, but I'm definitely bringing them. So for 5 minutes and after I will go to bed. No worries. We're definitely close to finishing this game. Ooh, I may not actually like need to use this. Or maybe I do. Maybe I can do something about it. Hold on. Let me use this. I don't think this is a nice idea, per se. I mean, I can use the security guard. But could I use it and then discard it? Question mark, eh? Let me see if I can somehow just use the card and then well, I may still need to use the card. I don't know. I just want to save before we go into battle, you know. I don't want to tempt the fates, you know. Because I still need my healing factor. All the way over here. And I still need this. I guess I could just go back and save now. Well, here we go. They gotta say hi to someone. No worries. No worries at all. I'm coming back. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, you know, the Terminator. I'll be back. Like that. Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna go save my file really quick, and then and only then hopefully we can finish the game. There's also the matter of me possibly dying on the boss, but you know, who knows. This brings me here. I guess it is fine if I just go here over here. Although I could basically just save over here. I could take way less time if I do gotta, you know, go back to it. If I just go here. Here we go. The other downside is that I gotta go back, but it's just like 2 rooms of difference. So there's nothing to worry about. Are y'all ready to, you know, be astonished? Can you sit now? Here we go. Do you think that maybe Claire or Chris or maybe Jill still hold on to an ink ribbon, you know, from way back then as a memento? Eh? I imagine that they must. If any one of them has a kid and then they get kind of interested in typewriters, imagine if they go like, huh, an ink ribbon. I haven't seen one of those since forever. And then they have like a flashback or whatever. Yeah, let's hope that my plan succeeds and that I don't immediately just die. I mean, I still gotta bring the card. I guess I gotta sacrifice this in order to get some more healing done. And this is gonna be my loadout now. You see the amount of backtracking and inventory management that you gotta do just for the last step of the game. Which, if you don't know, you're gonna be, you know, underprepared. That's what separates, you know, the big guys from the small fry. Hey. Here they are. If I can actually go back, you know, use the card and then it discards it itself, maybe I can definitely go back and see what I can do. I probably still need to use this anyway. There we go. And this is gonna be good for the other guys. Okay, let me go back. Does this discard? No, it doesn't discard it. Oh, that sucks. I'll never mind it. And before I do that, however, let me... You're back. What did you miss? You didn't miss much. Just me, you know, looking through my options of things that I can do in order to not waste any ammunition. Security code? Why, yes. Veroni 5. It's like Maroon 5, but Veroni 5. Baby, I'm playing on you tonight. We have 5 minutes.
This facility will detonate in 5 minutes. All doors are now unlocked.
This is gonna be not the fastest, but the slowest 5 minutes that you guys will ever see. Oh, you didn't get me, yeah? Did you guys see that? Haha, that guy didn't get me.
You made it!
Of course.
I made it.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Uh-oh. Check this out. This is for your science class, everybody.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. I guess I'll shoot it.
Okay, turn the key clockwise simultaneously on 3.
Got it.
She's mutating. Imagine how that's gonna look in the remake.
2, 3.
You know, graphics are not gonna look any better than this. Hopefully I can do this first try, because otherwise it's gonna be bad if I don't. If I don't,
Keep her busy. Just go for the emergency elevator.
Chris, but
I can take care of this. Just go.
yeah. If I don't do this first try, we're gonna be here all night.
don't die on me.
Uh-oh. Haha, got him. That's why I love the Magnum in this game. It doesn't really work that, you know, that much of any fire, stopping, you know, firepower or whatever, but, you know, still does the job. There she is. Boom. Okay, now I gotta remember how to do this because it's been a while. Here we go, Hopefully this is gonna be in. I gotta. Ow, ow. I'm poisoned. It's gonna make way more difficult to get rid of whatever I can do. And to tell exactly, you know, how bad I am injured. Okay, I'm gonna play it safe. I may as well just need some healing now. Ow. Could you guys please die? You're being a pest and a half. Uh-oh. Okay, that's how I can tell that they actually need like some healing. I don't have, you know, shotgun shells anymore. Die, monster! You don't belong in this world. There you go. Okay, now I need to land the last shot, and that's, you know, easier said than done. Turns out I was very much over prepared. Look at all those chickens. Nah, not my screen. Here we go. Let's see if I do. I don't think I'm gonna do this first try, but let's see if I do it in my wrestler streams. Let's see if I actually can make this in less than 10 tries. Whoa. Thank you. There you go, On my second try, actually, Yippee. Sometimes it can be quite tricky to get the rhythm of her flying, But there you go, I'm glad that did not take me more than 10 tries.
Chris,
And more than one save. What are you guys doing,
No!
They actually moved quite fast. God damn. But yeah, thank you. Chumbam boy. Take that, society. It's just like in that movie. Are you guys ready to see a cool thing? A cool cutscene.
It turns out that Alexia's work wasn't much of anything.
But thank you,
So
thank you so much for believing in me. And technically, we have already finished the game. There's not more gameplay than this. You only gotta watch the cutscene and, you know, sit back and relax.
Claire!
Yeah, we did it, everybody.
Today's a good day. I came for Alexia, but killing you is even better.
Sorry to disappoint you, but Alexia is gone.
That's no longer a concern to me. I have
Yes, I is.
Steve to work with.
what?
Goddamn.
Steve.
In his body, there's still a living T. Alexia virus. Steve should be a good specimen.
Do you
Maybe
think that
you'll
he
come back
actually
to
has
us
Steve?
Just as I did, and be able to see your sister again.
My sister,
Don't you touch it!
Victory, we did it, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, we technically finished the game, so that's pretty good. So, thank you. You're saying, Chris, I cannot understand what you're saying. The music's still out. It's nice, but it's fine. Yeah, thank you. Still appreciate it. I still appreciate it.
I'll end this once and for all. Say hello to my comrades who have killed.
I don't know where you get your confidence, Chris.
I asked my balls and they said I gotta kill you. How about that, Whiskas? Take that, society. God damn. Ow. The game even had to load in. That's the lag from the hit in my brain. Uh-oh. God damn, boy.
The self-destruct system has been activated.
Wow, how convenient, the plane,
Evacuate
I
immediately.
wonder how she knew where that
The
was.
self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately.
But then, meanwhile, it would definitely suck if the game actually like froze, just because, you know, I just cranked in the resolution. Or cranked up. Ow. Oh, my hand. It's like owie, owie, owie.
Sure, I'm not human anymore. But just look at the power I've gained.
It's funny how, technically speaking, in the remake, he's gonna act just as cocky, you know.
Don't you think?
And then, haha, got him. Gee, thank God he's dead. I'm sure that he didn't survive that. Am I right, guys? Call karma, bitch. Yeah. Well, it turns out that he did survive, eh? But check this out, eh? Got eyes, eh? Meow meow, eh? Uh-huh.
Nice try.
Wesker.
Whiskas, Ecco's per 8, eh? That was an explosion in hell, eh? Oh, he actually like got burned.
Today's your lucky day. Next time we meet, don't count on another.
Next time.
Next time, there will be no
Until we
next time,
meet again.
says Eminem. Thus he went. Ah, you bitch, yeah. I mean, some people do like his eyes because they look like a cat's eyes, you know?
Chris, where are you?
Oh no, the ants are getting burned. Eh? Well, I hate him. Yeah, a lot of people do hate him, like, you know, with a passion. Eh? The fire is consuming me. Eh?
Chris!
Ow!
Hey,
What did I say?
you know that I always keep my promises.
Oh, they must have absolutely just died there, but they didn't. I'm glad that they did know that.
Chris, promise me. Please promise that you won't
Star.
leave me alone again.
I'm sorry, Claire, but it's not over yet. There's still something we've got to do.
You mean...
Yeah, it's payback time.
We gotta go to
destroy
Evo
Umbrella.
and
Now,
win the tournament
let's finish
of the
this
King of
once
Fighters.
and for all.
There they went. And just like that, everybody, we have finished Resident Evil Code Veronica for like the millionth time. Well, not so much millionth time, you know. I've only played this game like a couple of times. Possibly like 5 to 6 times in my life. But you know, it'd be like that. But there you go, everybody. This wraps it up. I don't know what I'm gonna be playing next Friday, but I'm definitely gonna be playing some. How about that? Akira Yamaoka. Akira Asaka. But yeah, I know that a lot of people do not like this game. I do enjoy this game quite a lot. From time to time. I gotta be honest, this is not something that I do play, you know, in my daily life. But I enjoyed Resident Evil Code Veronica. It's pretty good. But to stay back, guys, I wish happiness and luck for you guys. Thank you so much, Sushi Girl. And yeah, have a nice night. Have a lovely one. And yeah, we're basically gonna be, now that we have finished this, we're basically gonna be rating somebody. So if you guys, you know, for whoever is, you know, watching this, don't go yet. If you guys cannot, if you guys can't stay, stay. But if you guys, you know, have to go, go. But there you go. But yeah, my final thoughts of this game that I haven't played in a good while. It's pretty good, you know. It is, you know, not the best, definitely not the worst. I'm definitely looking forward to the remake. You know, it is a nice game to play, you know, from time to time. But yeah. I guess I could look for somebody to raid in the meantime while, you know, this is playing. So if you guys, you know, wanna go raid somebody, then let us indeed raid somebody. Who do we live right now? I cannot wonder. Oh, there's somebody doing a you know, some DJing sessions. Who do we live right now? Pipim, pipim, pipim. Let's see. Well, I mean, Giga is indeed playing some randomizer. There's somebody playing Silent Hill 2. But Night King, who led a very nasty queen. Oh, Candy Quartz is playing Dead Space, so we could definitely go raid Candy Quartz. I did wanted to raid Giga, but I did raid Giga, like, you know, last stream. So let us raid Candy Quartz. She is now playing Dead Space. So if you guys wanna see some Dead Space action, then let us go and raid Candy Quartz. She is playing some Dead Space. I love Dead Space. Could this credits please roll any faster? I kind of wonder if there's like a ticket. If there's any way that I can make this go any faster, you know? I don't really know if that's possible. Special thanks to all these legends, you guys know it. But yeah, let's see. Dolphin, fast forward. I don't think it's even possible to fast forward in Dolphin. Pretty funky. But you know, it'd be like that sometimes. Nothing so much that I can, you know, can worry about. Stuff for new events, you know, that's a lot of events. Well, I guess we could just, you know, stick around for the credits. You know, a lot of people did work on this, so you guys gotta watch their names. But yeah, for the next game that we're gonna be playing on Fridays, I don't really know. Like, I don't really want to play an excessively long game on Fridays. So I'll definitely try to think of anything that I may want to play. I've been thinking of maybe playing Pac-Man World Repack, because Pac-Man World is one of my favorite games of all time. But I don't know, maybe I can play something else. You know? Maybe something that can be like summer coded. I don't know. I'll think of something, you know. There's definitely gotta be something that I gotta play on Fridays. But I don't know. I'm up for, you know, suggestions as well. So if you guys wanna leave some suggestions, you know, leave them in the server. As you guys may know it. Let's see which ranking I got. As far as I remember, I did not die a lot, but you know, presented by Capcom. The legends, you know. Let's see your ranking. There they are. Congratulations! I got rank D for this NASA. 13 hours, not that bad. Number of saves, number of retries, 2. I don't even remember which. You know, when was it that I died? I got that I did not die with Steve, by the way. But I just don't remember. Battle game. And there we go. Resident Evil Code Veronica, everybody. Yeah, let's go raid Candy Quartz. So I said she is now playing Dead Space, so let's get that going on. So here we go. Well, thank you so much everybody for being here. I hope that you guys had an amazing one. And yeah, twitch.tv/kong_donga. Those are my links if you guys wanna, follow me everywhere. Follow my Discord, go into my Discord server because it is always fun to have people in there. Raid messages if you guys want them. Spin, here we go. Spin. Skunga raid. The code the Veronica has been fully folded. There we go. That kind of sounds like I'm doing a recompilation, but I'm not. Use that one if you guys are served. If you guys are not served, use this one. Hold on. Raid. And yeah, I'll see you guys up. Don't use that one. Use this one instead. Raid. Just replace the raids, so you guys can use the raid one. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a lovely one, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, see you guys on Wednesday for some Parasite Deep 2. Bye bye everybody. Say hello to Candy Quartz. Bye bye.